I'm sitting here on a literal shore. Let me show you. This is my view. And let me turn the camera and show you. So this is my view. Now you get to see this beautiful view. Finnish birch trees are really something else, aren't they? They're really white. I'm here with my friends, the mosquitoes, which is a not so lovely friend, but hey, they are needed in the ecosystem of the whole. I'm here in my cottage uniform, clothes from the 90s that we keep here. It always feels really special when I get here and I get to put these clothes on. I feel comfortable, I feel at home, and I feel nostalgic. You know, I'm a Cancer sun, so I'm super nostalgic. But yeah, these mosquitoes, eh? I got a mosquito bite here the other day. It was really big. It was as big as the circle that I'm showing you. And it really felt like I got Botox or something because I couldn't move my forehead. Oh dear. What I wanted to talk about today, I haven't really had inspiration for YouTube because I've been really focused in my 9 to 5. Believe it or not, I don't know what happened. I think I'm sadly such a dedicated worker. It's really hard to change a personality. But I like to do a good job. And I have really changed this over the past years where I do a good enough job. But my standards are still high. And I think this spring, something in me happened where I got way more social at work, which made it fun to go to work. And so I think I gave a little bit extra there. And I think that is one of the reasons why I'm still in a manifestor resting phase. I don't even remember the last time I had a manifestor urge. And it feels really sad. And I feel like I have really given all my energy to my 9 to 5. But that's not what I wanted to talk about today. I actually wanted to talk about environment. The environment variable. I have wet kitchens as my environment variable. Anyone else sharing this? Why I'm thinking about this now? Well, I'm sitting here on a shore. It's really, really a shore. And this is the place where the kitchen's person escapes to when I'm not in alignment. I really saw this pattern. If I look back in my life, whenever I've arrived here at the cottage, I always go to the shore and just gaze out. And what happens in my head or in my brain then is that I kind of have sort of a life review. It can go far back or it can be in the near past. And it feels like I'm recalibrating somehow. So in my experience, being in transference in the quote unquote wrong environment is not a bad thing. It's really a recalibration and rerouting. Can you say that? Rerouting to get back on track. So in my experience, when I've been on the shore for a while, I'm starting to get bored. And I don't get bored very easily. Maybe because I have this super adventurous emotional wave, channel 3536. And because I also have the channel 1020, which is very much here in the now and loving itself in the now. And I have a very active brain, like a very fun brain. So I am not usually bored. But on the shore, I can get bored after a while. And I have a feeling that it's because I'm rerouting. This is just me talking out of sheer experience. What it feels like for me being in the wrong environment, and especially the transference environment. Whew. There's so much bird drama here. There's so many birds everywhere. So what happens when I've been on the shore for a while and I get bored? I want to get to a kitchen. And that's the beauty of it. In today's dopamine society, like quick hits, I feel like the environment gets lost a little bit, especially if you get caught up in a loop of wanting to access these quick hits. But when you put yourself in a place where you cannot access them, like, okay, I'm using my phone here to record, but this whole time I've left my phone inside the cottage, inside the cabin. And I've been doing garden work and all sorts of things that are just slow, in my own pace. I don't look at the time. That's when I'm starting to want to be in a kitchen's environment. That's what happens here on the shore. Nothing happens except for bird drama and the occasional fisherman out on the lake. I'm starting to feel it now. I'm starting to get ideas of like, ooh, I could use these branches that I've cut off here to make a basket, or even like future ideas for an old barn. One of my dreams is to have a barn or some kind of big building that's like an old car repair shop, and use it as a workshop. And I really want to have different kinds of materials, like a sewing corner, a beading corner, to make jewelry, maybe a silver smithing station, woodwork, metalwork, anything fun. And I really hope one day we'll have a place like that. So one thing is to have that for myself and my family. It's a big dream for both me and my partner. But another dream I have is to have it as a community space. So maybe another space with fewer stations, but where the close community can gather and craft together. It would be such a dream come true to have that kind of space. Now, isn't that the typical kind of wet kitchens environment? It is. But yeah, I'm in a manifestor resting phase. So far, it's only dreams in my head. That's the thing. If I don't have inspiration, if my heart doesn't produce motivation, I'm not going to do it. It happens when it happens. I think that's what I wanted to say today. Thank you for joining me on this chatty Finnish birch tree moment on the shore. I hope you have a good summer wherever you are. And I will talk to you soon.